So we are less than 20 seconds away from the puck drop tonight. Vipers looking to bounce back after a tough 12-2 loss last night. Really couldn't get anything going with the offense, but we've been told there's some reinforcements that are here to show up and help the team out.
Yeah,
Tyler,
the notable losses to Box, DeCenzo, Monesi, Autenrieth, Costello, and Roberts was on full display Friday night. Vipers really couldn't just get anything going last night on offense. After talking to the Vipers coach, Coach Batts, he was visibly aggravated, said there would be some major changes to the lineup, which we've seen and we'll announce here shortly. Called up Mike Ivory and Kipper Crider, who will be playing in their very first professional games for the Vipers. I'd expect some, changes to spark some fireworks on the offense and get things going for the Vipers. The Sun Valley Suns are in town visiting Breckenridge again tonight. The Steve making their first trip to Breckenridge to play against the Vipers. 2 years ago, the Vipers split with Sun Valley. This will be the first time the teams are meeting in Breckenridge after last night. Every game counts. The MHL Cup is coming up, and Vipers need some wins if they're going to get into those top 2 spots. Face-off set up for about 2 minutes from here after the national anthem, and we'll announce the lineups.
Yeah, we saw so much offense in that series against the Timberleafs last week. The Vipers were able to score 13 goals in 2 games, and then last night only 2 goals on about 25 opportunities. So really couldn't quite get the offense clicking. They weren't in the rhythm that they hoped to be in. We'll see if they can bounce back tonight. You can tell by the third period they were getting frustrated. They were taking trips to the penalty box after getting physical. There was a bit of frustration. Hopefully they've got a little bit of spark in that lineup with the new guys. We'll see what happens, but it is just a few minutes away from puck drop here. We're at the Steve in Breckenridge, looking forward to a fun hockey Saturday.
Yeah, I think last night's game can be summed up in about 3 to 4 minutes, where the Suns put on a clinic, put 4 goals in the net in about 3.5 minute span, as we'll pause for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem.
All right, back in action after the national anthem. Looks like the Vipers are going to lead off with their top line, and that is tonight will be both Baileys, Mitch and Garrett, with Rick Battenberg playing center. Elmore, Moore, and Trevlin. Trevlin getting moved up from that 4th line. Elmore having the best game of the night last night for the Vipers. Cruzy, Bernstein, and Noble in the 3rd line. Ivory, Willett, and Cash. Ivory, the new guy called up from the minors. Gallo and Mines, the top D-line. Schwab and Wilson on the 2nd D-line. Cottrell, and then Kipper Crider, who's also been called up. Face-off is controlled by the Suns.
And this team in desperate need of some kind of spark at this point. After losing by 10 at your home ice, that's a frustrating way to start this weekend series. Vipers looking to set the tone early, coming out getting physical.
Yeah, Mitch Bailey laying a hit in neutral ice to set the tone. And after both teams go back and forth in neutral ice, Vipers try and enter, and it's immediately denied. There's a quick change. Wilson takes handle of the puck, tries to look for an outlet pass, moves it over to his fellow D-men, and it's worked in.
Vipers take it across the center ice into Suns territory. Wrist shot from just outside the left circle is swallowed up by the keeper.
And that's Gallo taking a look and putting it in the chest of Cooper. Vipers starting with a little energy, a big hit, and the first shot on goal of the night. They're going to get an offensive face-off down here, and that's going to be Stephen Moore taking it. It goes into the corner. Suns move it around. They work it up into neutral ice and flip it into the corner.
Dump it into the back corner. Suns hustling to try to make something interesting happen here. They do take possession of the puck. Drop it off to the point. Slap shot off the pad side. Blocker of the goalie on the right. Deflected away. The Vipers will take possession of the puck. Look up the boards, but that pass almost intercepted, and it finally is. But the Suns give it away. Vipers with the puck. They're going to dump it.
Wilson flips it in. It finds its way behind the net. And the Vipers get a quick change. Puck is forgotten back here in the offensive zone of the Vipers, and the Suns just going to reset, take their time while the change is being made, but
Lazy
a
pass,
careless.
intercepted by Noble, looking for someone to dump it off to. Another pass.
Stephen Moore with maybe the best look so far, just right in front of the net. A spinning forehand misses wide right, and that's an icing call on the Suns.
So almost 2 minutes into the game here so far. Not a whole lot of good opportunities. Started off slow last night before we saw any kind of offensive rhythm. Both teams kind of feeling this out a little bit, taking their time, working to set their offense up the way they'd like to. Vipers with the face-off, they will possess it.
It's one to the point and then dumped back down into the corner.
Noble kicks it. That's going to flush out to a Vipers player. Looks to center near the crease, gets deflected.
Noble looks for the point and nobody's there. That is Kipper Crider, who's chasing it back, getting his first start in professional hockey. Change for everybody, but it is run in quickly by Noble, and Noble controls it down below. Wide angle shot almost hits a Sun's knee and goes into the net. Worked back out to the point.
Yeah, Mike Ivory there just looking for just any kind of shot to maybe deflect off someone, and he nearly got that to bounce off the defender's leg into the goal. That was just kind of one of those shots you close your eyes and pray. The Vipers dodging a bullet.
Yeah, that was almost put in by Cash himself. I think he was just trying to put it underneath the glove of the keeper, Engelbert, and icing will be called on the Vipers.
Yeah, two very good opportunities there for the Sun Valley Suns. Engelbert doing a good job there, just kind of shutting down any angle they may have had, but that was a very close opportunity for the Suns.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to give it to him and have him cover it up for the face-off, and ends up being a face-off anyways after the icing. Suns control, up against the boards. Willett checking. And they skate to the middle of the ice, find an open man on the right side, and work it around. Out to the point. Not kept in, they're gonna have to tag up. And they send it around the boards, and it's cut off by Wilson. Suns regain control and neutral ice and try and find their way back in.
Vipers take possession, clear it, get a line change here.
Yep.
Suns with the puck on their side of the ice. Looking to go through the neutral zone here, but that is picked off by the Vipers.
Bailey lines back out, and one of the Baileys takes a good look, hits the top right shoulder on the pad side of Cooper.
Yeah, Garrett Bailey had a great look there on the wrist shot, tried to go top left, but a good job by the keeper getting his arm in front of that, making sure it wasn't going to sneak past him.
Waves off the icing, and Battenberg gets down there and tries to take control, loses the puck underneath him. Bailey comes and follows him around, and no control. Suns are piddling with it behind the net, and they finally gain some control, but it stays in the zone.
Battenberg, one-timer on a loose puck off the leg of the keeper. That does clear the zone. Suns with possession. Cross center ice, moving into the zone of the Vipers. Down to the corner, skating behind the net. Looking to set the offense up, taking their time.
Vipers looking to clear. It goes out to the point, and a slap shot with some good eyes on it, and that is a pad save by Engelbert.
Backhand rebound that nearly goes in. Vipers come out with possession, looking to push into Suns territory.
Battenberg takes a big hit in neutral ice after pushing it down in behind Cooper. Stretch pass misses for the Suns. That'll be icing. You know, some good pace to this game, and looks like the home team is had 4 shots on goal to 2 for the visiting Suns. They're going to get a face-off down here in the offensive zone. It'll be Moore taking it. Let's see if Elmore can keep up that juice he had last night. He seemed to be the biggest spark on the offense. Had the shorthanded goal, and there's going to be a delayed call here. Vipers going to pull Engelbert and see if they can't work their way down, and it's touched up by the Suns.
So power play coming up for the Vipers. The Suns will be playing shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. We are just inside of 5 minutes played in this first period. 14:38 remaining. 4 shots on goal for the Vipers, 2 shots for the Suns. A little bit different than what we saw yesterday, where the Suns outshot the Vipers by over double. The amount of offensive opportunities was pretty lopsided yesterday, and hopefully they're going to be able to change the tone of this game and get this Vipers offense going. A lazy wrist shot is swept away by the keeper. Vipers keep possession though.
Yeah, Suns got a stick on that wrist shot and interrupted it. Vipers trying to keep it in the zone, and the Suns clearing with, a good skate by number 4 there.
Yeah, Max Tardy was all over the place last night. He had a hat trick. He's one of the best players on the ice anytime he steps out there.
Vipers re-enter. Wilson drop pass to Bailey.
Good luck here.
Or Elmore. That was Elmore with the look. I'm sorry. No, that was Bailey.
Wrist shot swallowed up. Suns take possession. Wrist shot misses high left, and that's in the netting. They will.
Vipers work it down into the zone, and Suns clear. They play pass in neutral ice. And that's Schwab skating it in. Drop pass to Bailey. Bailey skates it down underneath. Bailey with a pass to Schwab, and he fans on it.
Yeah, this is the one-timer. Deep pass, trying to change possession there. It's going to be dumped down to the back. Vipers going to take possession.
And the Vipers
lose possession on a lazy pass. A very lucky situation there. A one-timer that looked like it could have been an easy goal.
And miscommunication down there with Engelbert and 2 skaters.
And Engelbert's behind the net again, but the Vipers seem a little more composed this time.
10 seconds left on this power play. A minor. And it's going to run out before they even enter the zone. And a neutral ice takeaway by the Suns. Suns gathering and working it up through the blue line, and they're playing offense.
Down to the corner behind the net, getting it up to the point. Big slap shot, low, near post corner, but Engelbert's there to swallow that up. So 12:21 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is still the score. Just like last evening, it started off slow, and then the fireworks just started to pour on. So
Engelbert just trapping that under the pad, and that was a pretty good look from the point by the Suns. They're going to get an offensive zone face-off, and it's controlled by them, and skating the blue line and trying to get it back out to the point. It is held. Work down below. Bottom of the circle shot trickles out into the netting. There'll be another face-off down in front of Engelbert.
yeah, the Suns looking for the wrist shot there. Good job by the Vipers defenseman to get a stick in the way. deflects harmlessly into the netting. 12:08 left in the period. We've got a face-off from the Vipers side of the ice.
Tardy controlling the face-off down to the point. There's a battle by the boards, and it's taken away by the Suns. Almost a good open look, but there's a stick in the way. Good defense by the Vipers by taking away some of those, in front of the crease
And we saw that yesterday, time after time. They were able to make those passes and find an easy open man. Good job by the Vipers defense, actually, being proactive on that type of play. They watched their film from last night. They're ready for that. They know those passes are coming. They're going to do everything they can to make sure that doesn't turn into an easy goal. And that showed right there. They probably scored 5 goals last night on that exact same type of play.
Yeah, and I think you can follow that all the way back to the Denver series, where Denver seemed to be skating right down the middle of the dots and finding lanes, and there was no sticks there. And Vipers are cutting those off early tonight. After an offsides by the Suns, both teams skating around, and there's a busted tire, and Vipers slip it down underneath behind Cooper. Suns regain control, trying to exit their own zone. And they find a streaking man.
Yeah, pass hits him in stride. Great job by Engelbert on the move there. He had a one-on-one scenario. Tried to deke him and get him on the far bar, but Engelbert able to get his leg extended and make that look simple.
Yeah, Schamberger just out skating and getting in there and making a really good move. Long shot from the blue line, another block by Engelbert. He kicks it out to the corner. It's held at the point by the Suns. They work it around, and that's
Sloppy
picked
pass
off.
is taken off. Vipers nearly a breakaway where the wrist shot misses just barely high and right, but a great look.
And that's the new face, Mike Ivory, who's making his presence known midway through this first frame here. He gets a pretty good shot and misses the corner, and he was on a breakaway. Good play by him with the pickoff and the skate to get a good look. One trickles in on Cooper. Cooper bats it to the corner. Bailey on the check, and Battenberg looking for a tip, but it does find its way into the mitt of Cooper. Actually, I misspoke. They've got Hutchinson in tonight. Cooper is on the bench, and Hutchinson is getting the start for Sun Valley. They're going with their other guy. Vipers control the face-off and move it around back. Trying to hold it in at the point is Tommy Mines, and he does. Battenberg controls, backhand pass.
Through the legs pass. Great look. Unfortunately, not a good angle for the Vipers to get a shot on goal there, but
Bailey was covered up pretty good, or that could have been a really nice look for that top line, who was pretty quiet relative to the Denver series and most of the season. We got a delayed call. It's going to be on the Vipers, and the Suns pull their keeper, and they're moving through neutral ice. They connect on a stretch pass, and it's touched up by the Vipers.
So with 9:26 left in a 0-0 game, we will see the next 2 minutes with a power play for the Suns.
Suns control the face-off and skate the blue line. Vipers playing a man down, and a tip pass. Good stop by Engelbert. That thing redirected down into the ice and bounced up into him. He closed the 5-hole, and that was a really good shot and deflection by the Suns. Good opportunity for them. We're just over halfway through this first period, 1:52 left on a power play.
Suns take possession. They're at the point. Cross it out to the top of the right circle. Back to the top of the point. High slap shots over the goal. That is cleared by the Vipers and will likely be icing. Nope, the Suns goalie comes out.
Suns move it back in. Battenberg serving the time.
Max Tardy skating around the entire Vipers defense like we saw all day yesterday. Deflection, almost a chance for the Suns for a rebound shot. They get a third look, misses wide left. Suns in possession, keeping it in the zone.
And the Vipers trying to clear, can't do it. They put it over to the middle, and Suns bury one into Engelbert's chest, right into the logo.
Yeah.
Engelbert having a good night.
Yeah, Steven Inman there looking for that wrist shot. The lefty trying to get it through some traffic, but it puts it right into the chest of Engelbert, and never really a chance at all there.
Suns control a face-off again. Vipers were really good at controlling face-offs against Denver, and it's been pretty even, I think, with the Suns this weekend.
The Suns taking their time. Slap shot misses wide right. Didn't really connect with it, but they still possess it. Low slap shot misses right. Rebound misses right. Suns still in possession up at the point.
That second opportunity did look like there was some net to be had, and it was just missed wide by the Suns. That was one last night they just buried.
Yeah, they've had 2 or 3 opportunities that they squared up yesterday and just flushed it into the back of the net. So far, they have not quite connected on those. Vipers are going to have to make the most of every chance they get this evening.
Vipers cutting off a lot of these shooting lanes and these cross-passing lanes. Easy save by Engelbert. And Suns are having to settle for looks they really didn't take last night. And one is hit over the net and out of play.
And you know, there's not a whole lot to say other than this looks like a different team. You know, these guys are playing defense. It doesn't look like they're playing harder than they played last night. It looks like they're playing smart. They're closing those shooting lanes. They're closing those passing lanes. We don't see Engelbert diving from post to post trying to make saves. He's able to stay put and just close down angles.
Bailey picks one off after the face-off. It's a 2-on-1, and the other Bailey misses high. And
Good opportunity for the Vipers there. Unfortunate. Garrett Bailey on the one time. It just got a little under him. Too much loft on it. Flew up over the net. But the Vipers with a good chance. They have equaled it up. They killed that power play. And they possess the puck in Suns territory.
Really nice skating by Crider, who's playing his first game, to work it into offensive zone. That was impressive. He made a couple good moves to get out in front of Engelbert. Suns countering, and they worked their way down into the corner. Here's Crider canceling out a man, and
no one seems to know where the puck is. It's behind the net. Suns eventually come out with it, pass it out to the point. Long wrist shot through traffic. Engelbert does a good job closing that angle down, getting his glove on it, and eventually swallowing that up.
Yeah, that got through about 4 or 5 bodies. I had a really good angle, and it was a heat-seeking missile looking for a pad in there, and Engelbert's able to cover it up with his mitt there. 11 shots on 5 now for the Suns. With the power play help, they got a few. Engelbert playing a lot better. Another
Suns
one.
win the face-off immediately, take a wrist shot from just outside the right circle, but that is straight into the chest of Engelbert. We will have another face-off. Just under 6.5 minutes left here in the first period. Still 0-0 the score at the Steve.
Vipers trying to cancel the point.
And a chance here. Luke Noble poking it away, forcing them into a weird position. Vipers have the numbers. They're looking for a man to pass it to. Can't quite get a clean shot.
Wilson gets snuck up from behind after Bernstein was looking for somebody to hit. And they hold the zone, trying to make something happen, work it down below.
Good look for the Vipers, not able to get a stick on it. Still fighting right in front of the crease. Nobody able to really put anything on it. The Suns come away with it. They push it up towards the neutral zone, crossing center ice.
That was Moore looking for a dirty goal in there.
Skating behind the goal. Nearly a great pass. Cody Wilson gets his skate on it to deflect the pass.
And that's Schwab there playing defense, holding that post for his keeper. Worked up to the point by the Suns and over to the other point. One-timer, hits a skate, and Vipers move it out. Wilson trying to get on the move and forgets the puck.
And it caught up in a little bit of that slough that's right along the boards. And a great opportunity, and a man down.
Suns won a tripping call after smashing one into Engelbert, point blank.
And that is a dangerous play. Max Tardy, one of the most impressive players on that Suns team, was nearly on a breakaway. He pulled up for a slap shot from about 15 feet out and had his foot come out from under him all of a sudden.
Glove by Engelbert, face-off controlled over to the point, and a slap shot about head high, and he just sticks it in the mitt.
Yeah, Engelbert just putting on a clinic so far tonight. He's making it look easy. He's cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, after talking to a lot of the fans and coaches, they were a little surprised that Engelbert let so many in last night. Yet there were some really good looks, and the defense was, somewhat not helping him out, but he is gobbling everything up. That is 15 saves for him. Suns with a good cross ice pass, and it does land. It gets through. That's one of those passes we talked about that need to be cut off. They work it across dot to dot, and Engelbert not able to get from post to post.
And we've seen the Suns offense try to set that up. They've been looking for those big crosses to the one-timer. The Vipers have done a great job of getting a stick in the way, not letting those passes come through clean. There's been a few times they got fortunate that it wasn't squared up by the guy trying to hit it. It finally landed for him, and that was just a good play. That's what hockey's supposed to look like.
Top line out there, working it into the offensive zone. Battenberg backhand pass misses Bailey. Bailey skates and ejects a man from the puck, and a good look by Garrett. Garrett almost finds the post over here on stick side.
Puck back in the corner. Vipers will take possession. Look to the middle. Deflection nearly goes in. Vipers still trying to fight for it.
Garrett Bailey putting one right on Battenberg's stick, and Battenberg almost puts one in. Battenberg carries it back in.
A little dummy action by Trevelyan there, trying to see if he can't get a 5-hole on accident. Another shot, wrist shot deflected by Trevelyan, but does not find the net. Vipers keep it in the zone. Pass connects, looking to center it, but that is intercepted by the Suns.
Crider with another good skate there, and takes a good look at a shot after cleaning up a rebound. Wilson chasing Schwab, and it goes down into the corner.
Just under 4 minutes left in the period. 1-0 is the score with the Sun Valley Suns ahead.
Engelbert having to cover up. That's not one of those you really want him to cover up. You hope that somebody clears the zone safely, but a Suns player was barreling down on him. 3:46 left in this first frame. It is 1-0 Suns. A different looking game tonight. Vipers cutting off lanes. Vipers playing better defense. JR stopping almost everything coming his way.
Yeah, we're still seeing the kind of lopsided shots on goal. You'd like to see the Vipers offense kind of figure out something where they can get more opportunities, but as far as the defense goes, a night and day difference when it comes to the performance that the Vipers are showing this evening.
Yeah, giving up 4 in about 3 to 4 minutes was tough, and it just everything fell apart.
And Cody Wilson's going to get 2. Looked like a play where he was just trying to use a little stick control there to aggravate his opponent, but they are going to say that's enough to send him to the send bin. So the Suns will have a chance. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the first period to see if they can tag another one on.
Face-off controlled and moved from point to point. Suns skate the line, move it down below, and it's back out to the blue line. Suns looking for that cross-ice pass where they can hit, and they land a pass, and high shot lands in Engelbert's chest.
If there's one thing about this Suns team, they're patient. It is really interesting to watch how there's no one that's particularly selfish. There's a number of times where it looks like someone could pull the trigger, and they always seem to make that extra pass, and it has worked out well for them.
And as the Vipers were last weekend, they're pretty content to close off those lanes and hang in the middle of the ice and make them earn that look. They're not going to go out and press the point very hard. Good
Engelbert
save.
with a great save off his glove. A wrist shot from about 30 feet out. He's sitting there holding his hand. That may have caught his thumb a little bit.
Yeah, that glove almost nearly maybe came off his hand and hit him in the palm a little bit just because he had to stretch for that one.
Yeah, you can see him standing back in the crease. He does not look comfortable right now.
Worked in by Tardy and dumped off. They have numbers and a good backhand that is stopped by Engelbert.
Engelbert I mean, this period has been the best we've seen him all season so far. He's making it look easy. He's making save after save, and he's not putting any effort into it.
A few seconds left on the power play. We got 40 left, and it's work down below. Suns skating around the perimeter, working it out to the blue line. Fake slap shot, and they do hold. Suns work it down below. They're just using the perimeter, looking for their open chance. And that one squeezes through. That's Gallo, who's kind of got beat. His man controls a bobbling puck and slaps it 5-hole, I think.
Dylan Sandberger there, I don't think he even realized that there was a chance he was going to get a shot off. That puck was spinning like a quarter that you just flipped, and he just put his stick down and hit it. And right place at the right time. Tough spot for Engelbert to be in to make that save. I don't think even the player that hit it knew that he was going to get a shot on goal.
And that's a goal where there's 4 guys on the perimeter, and one just skates right through the teeth of the defense. And you'd like to see every now and then someone get laid out and get a little physical right in front of the crease. We're not seeing a lot of bodies on bodies there. They're sneaking in. They're good skaters, the Suns.
Yeah, maybe the least physical period that we've seen so far this season. We've watched these guys get pretty chippy with some of these guys, but the Vipers with the steal, Garrett Bailey dumps the pass off backwards. That unfortunately goes to no one, and the Suns take possession. They move into Vipers territory, but they don't have numbers. Puck in the corner behind the Vipers net. Goes up to Garrett Bailey.
Bailey to Battenberg, and Battenberg works it in. It's immediately canceled. Mines controlling. Works it over to Wilson. Or that's Gallo. Gallo playing D with Mines tonight. A little change up on the D line as well as some of those offensive lines. And yeah, they've worked up Colin Trevlin from 4th line to 2nd line. Ivory, the new guys, joining Hank Cash and Mason Mullet on the 4th line. And Mines and Gallo are paired up on the top. Schwab and Wilson on the 2nd D line. 2-0, 25 seconds left. Suns get an offensive zone face-off. It's put into the corner. Trying to get it out to the point, and Mines cuts that off, and he's skating.
Cross center ice. Behind the goal, that's going to go to the Suns. 10 seconds left. Suns try to push it up. Bailey deflects it off his shoulder, but didn't see it down. Suns with the puck. 2 seconds. Last second chance.
And that does find its way in. They bank one off Engelbert's pad from behind the net and give it up with about 0.2 seconds left on the clock. I think they're going to count it. At least I was seeing that went in right before the buzzer, and that is a heartbreaking way to end a first period where you almost match the intensity and the skating of the Suns after getting whipped last night 12-2. It's 3-0 going into the second frame, and we will be back. First thing we want to do is mention our sponsors. We are on KSMT, the Mountain, a radio station. We'd like to thank the Ramada by Wyndham Frisco.
And Age Well Skincare in Breckenridge. Come see them on French Street. We got 16 and a half minutes, trailing 3-0. It's been a good back and forth. The Vipers bringing a lot more effort than they showed last night. They know that they didn't want to embarrass themselves with a 10-goal loss. This is a 3-goal deficit, but I would not be surprised if they find a way to have an answer here shortly in the second period. They'll have some time to think about it, talk about it in the locker room. We will be back in just a little bit with second period action.
I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person.
Hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us, hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. Is really the truth. I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
action about to take place. KSMT The Mountain bringing you Breckenridge Vipers action. We thank our sponsors, the Ramada Inn by Wyndham in Frisco.
We'd also like to thank our skincare Age Well over on French Street. When it comes to your appearance, you deserve the best care. Welcome to Age Well, an expert in skincare treatments. We provide professional, safe, and personalized services. If you're looking for the best solutions for your aesthetic concerns, come to the right place.
So 3-0 is your score after the first period. The Vipers, with a couple of opportunities, not able to bury anything just yet. The Suns, 2 power play goals has been the difference in this. Vipers doing a good job answering on defense. They got beat on a lot of crossing passes, one-time hits yesterday. They've clearly took note of that. They've clogged those passing lanes. They've been doing a good job of getting in between the net and the shots. But 3-0 is the score for the time being.
Top line coming out to start it all. That's Battenberg with the face-off. Work down into the Viper zone to quickly take it away. Mines trying to take control of it. Works it over to his D-man. Bailey trying to work it in, and it runs into the Sun.
Yeah, Max Tardy, number 4 out there for the Suns. He's been a thorn in the Vipers' side all weekend. He's one of the best players in this whole league, and he wears that A on his jersey for a reason.
He works it in the zone as you speak of him, and he's trying to find a cross-ice pass, finds its way to the point. Work down below. He lets it go, and it finds a teammate. Tips back out to the point, and a shot finds a skate of Mines.
Yeah, Tommy Mines doing a good job just getting his skate in the way to make sure that didn't get towards the net. Vipers clear. That is going to be dumped all the way to the far corner. Suns in possession. Pass it back and forth behind the net. They're taking their time trying to let their offense set up.
Vipers looking to strike back quickly. Giving up a goal with 0.2 seconds left to end the first period was a tough way to end it. After the Vipers kind of matched the skating and intensity after getting, taken advantage of last night a bit. Things looked like they were going to go in the right direction, but a couple power plays and that last millisecond goal really hurt.
Yeah, such a rough way to end the period with under a second left, essentially a deflection off the keeper's leg. We've got a delayed, looked like there's going to be a delayed penalty. That is not the call here. Vipers still in possession. Cody Wilson with the puck. Wrist shot, trying to go near post. Good job by the Suns keeper to shut that angle down.
And that is 23 shots on goal to 7. Vipers seem to be skating much better and matching the intensity on the ice, but we still have quite the lopsided opportunities on the shots on goal. Suns having those power plays really helps out, and they skate well when they're on the power play. Face-off is controlled, and Noble trying to win it up forwards. Comes out to Cody Wilson, brings it through the neutral zone, up to Moore. Moore dumps it down deep.
You know, Wilson's just a fun player to watch. He skates so smoothly. It's just so fluid seeing him flying around the rink, just like Noble. Noble's actually got that same kind of fluidity. Those two guys they can cover some ground. They've got good stick handling. They're fast, they're fluid, they can change directions. This Vipers offense just struggling to actually get good shots on goal.
Vipers sending out Ivory. He's going to join Bailey and the other Bailey, so a little switch up on the lines.
Vipers off to the races. A one-on-one, trying to get past his man, not able to make the move there.
Ivory blows a tire in the Suns' control. And
bad pass, Garrett Bailey. Near post, deflection is in.
And that is the newcomer, Mike Ivory, who gets a rebound off a shot and buries it.
Yeah, Garrett Bailey intercepted a lazy pass by the Suns. That pass turned into a wrist shot by Bailey. Bailey could not bury it, but the keeper couldn't fall on top of it, and Ivory was right there to punch that in.
Mike Ivory is joining Bailey. They mixed up a line there and put Ivory up there with Bailey, and I think it might have been Cruzy on the line, but top line is back out. You've got Bailey, and Battenberg. They'll have Cody Wilson and Schwab out there. Suns control. Suns trying to work it out of their zone. Suns find their way into the offensive zone. 3-on-2 look. And nearly a backhand lands, but that's a pad save by Engelbert.
And Engelbert, there's 3 goals that the Suns have scored tonight. That seems like a lot for one period. Engelbert has put on a clinic. He has shut down nearly everything coming his way, and he's done it very smoothly. He's made it look easy.
23 for 26 is Engelbert. As the Vipers trying to work it through neutral ice. Battenberg gets picked off, and he re-controls it. Shot goes off the pad of Cooper.
Yeah, low corner on the wrist shot to the left side, but good job by the keeper. Pass comes through the crease. Couple sticks looking to try to deflect that, but no one can get a hold of it.
A couple good sticks by the Vipers to keep a dangerous opportunity from landing, and the Suns almost re-control and backhand one. Good stick. Wilson controls behind Engelbert and tries to work it out.
Yeah, line change for the Suns here. Vipers take their time setting up the offense, cross center ice. They dump it down to the corner.
Hutchison goes back to field it, works it around boards to his teammate. Suns skating well through neutral ice. It's a 1-on-3. One almost goes off the back of Engelbert's helmet.
Yeah, I like that. A little crafty backhand flip shot there, seeing if he can't get a deflection off the keeper, but Engelbert doing what he's been doing all night, being at the right place.
Vipers through the zone, Suns have to tag up, and there's a skirmish going on over here.
Elbow.
Cottrell and one of the Suns players, there might be a call on Cottrell for instigating over here. He's going to go have a seat, and Vipers don't need any more penalty box time. Spending, time on the ice out there, a man down. And that was David Cottrell, who is going to go into the box.
We got to see him play last night, and he was a pretty important part of this defense. He was a physical player, put a couple of good body shots on some people, and made them think twice when they were coming into his zone. But
maybe one of the fanciest mustaches in the NHL. It's worked out to the point by the Suns. Over to the other point. Lines in the center, trying to delete any players coming down the middle. Fake slap shot, it's moved over to the left point.
Great job by Engelbert, stopping the one-timer. Suns being extremely patient, making 2 or 3 extra passes.
Noble takes a run. He works it down into the zone. He's going to cancel some timeout by stepping on that puck in the corner. He needs to work his way back or get a change. A 2-on-2. Suns hold up, try to set things up. Bailey canceling out the puck.
Tommy Mines showing up to put a lick on someone just to make sure they think twice about sending that to the center. Slap shot is eaten up by the Vipers defensive
Looked like
player
Gallo
there.
took a hit there, and he probably felt that one.
Oh, you could hear it from up here.
Suns set up again. They're working around the perimeter. Another good one-timer look, but it misses the net wide. They skate the blue line and go down in the middle. That's Tardy skating well. A little more skilled players for the Suns. The Suns go back out to the point and a slap shot off of the stick and the pad of Engelbert. Engelbert seems to be in a little bit of pain. He's moving slow, and when he's not having to get down and block shots, he seems to be wincing there, bending over.
Yeah, the Vipers have 32 seconds left to kill on this power play, and this has been what's killed them so far today is these power plays. If they can eat this one up, that'd be a big confidence boost. And
quickly cleared, and it goes out. That might be a penalty on the Vipers if it doesn't get over the blue line for a delay of game. I don't think they're going to call it, but some of the Suns players are asking for the call, and they're not going to get it. There's 27 seconds left in the power play. So Wilson sends one over the boards. Suns work the perimeter. Using the boards, working it down low. Waiting to go back up top. Elmore out here on the penalty kill with Wilson and Schwab and Bailey. Slap shot, looking for a deflection. It doesn't land. It's covered up by Engelbert.
And the Vipers defense doing what they've been needing to do so far this season. They've let too many goals in on those rebound second chances. They've done a heck of a job tonight shutting that down. Engelbert just seems calm. He seems like he's playing with a little bit more, just something that's not pressing. He's relaxed. He feels comfortable back there, and he's showing us what he's capable of.
Quick face-off win and a broken stick and almost a second chance that lands. The power play ends. The Vipers rush to even things out. There's a stick broken out there and on the left dot. The Suns are trying to hold it in. They dump it down in behind Engelbert. And the Vipers try and clear, and it gets to the point, and they have to tag up. Suns trying to work their way back into the zone. They do. They stay on sides. High shot on the right side.
Yeah, that was a nice opportunity. Wrist shot just goes high left. Engelbert with a deflection.
Vipers spending way too much time in their own zone. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes. 30 shots to 10. The Suns, it's cleared. The Suns quickly control and neutralize. Send it in.
Just a couple of chunks of a broken stick out there still hanging out. Players skating around that.
Vipers still trying to clear the zone. They do. Bailey working it up.
Low wrist shot off the shin of the Suns defenseman. They clear the zone, cross center ice. It's a 1-on-2. Tries to make the first man miss, but that is swatted away. Crider playing some good defense. Crider taking across center ice. He's got numbers. Makes the pass. No one's home. Shot to the near post off the foot of the keeper.
Pretty good shift there from Moore. He gets a couple shots on goal and a look. There are a couple looks at the goal. I don't know if they landed, but he gets off. That brings in a new line. Suns work it out to the point. Flat shot, hits a boot.
And that
Trevelin
sounded like it hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, Trevelin getting in the way of that one. Good save by Engelbert. He needs to get back to the other point. And that one finds, that is glove side from the top of the dot near center ice. Engelbert upset. He is getting peppered. That is 32 shots on goal and 4 have landed about midway through the second frame here.
Yeah, Engelbert just doing everything he possibly can to keep this team in the game, making save after save. There's only so much you can do. They finally got a chance there, got it in the top shelf on the right side, beat him glove side. You know, you can't even put that on Engelbert at this point. He's been through the ringer.
Yeah, and he might be playing a little hurt. I think
you can see him when he seems like he's wincing a little bit out there.
He might be battling a couple things. Sometimes that helps you clear your mind and focus a little bit when you're hurt, kind of.
Mine's out to Noble. Noble crosses center ice. Tries to make a move, but gets bodied up. That's going to go to the Suns. Suns pass intercepted. Good chance here. Looking for the 5-hole. Keeper saves it. Another shot. Stick save.
Cruzy getting a look over there with the Bernstein-Noble line. And the Suns exit their own zone. Suns work it down in deep. Skate it around, pass it off. Backhand pass and misses, and it's cleared there by Gallup. Suns do hold it. They work it behind Engelbert, and there's nobody at the point. It's going to clear. They're all going to have to tag up. Suns get a change. Suns trying to dump it in.
Noble gets a stick in front of it, getting physical on the boards. It stays with the Suns. Slap shot is deflected by Mines. That will go into the netting. 10:05 in the second period. Face-off coming from the Vipers side.
And about halfway through this game, the shots on goal have gotten a little out of control. While the Vipers they seem like they are getting opportunities. They're just not putting them on goal. They're missing wide, missing left, missing right. Kept in at the point by the Suns and dumped into the corner. Cash trying to clear. Cash playing defense in the corner. Wilson down there as well. Suns retain possession. Suns working around the boards and trying to find a cross-ice pass. They do.
Fake slap shot, takes the snapshot, keeps it on the ice, but that is saved by Engelbert. They dump it down to the corner, back up to the point. Left side circle. Intercepted by the Vipers.
Picked off by Ivory, and Ivory's on the run.
It's a one-on-one. Tries the wrist shot, gets deflected into the netting. 9:19 left here in the second period. Vipers still trailing by 3. 1-4 is your score here at the Steve.
Mike Ivory, surprisingly, in his first game, providing a little juice on that bottom line. He's had a couple great opportunities. It was a good stick save by Hutchinson to keep Ivory from getting a tally. And Ivory's skating well. He's got some speed and he has some stick skill. When he gets down there, he's taking a couple good looks.
Suns look to push it up the boards, but that's taken by the Vipers. They end up just dumping it.
Traveling out there, Elmore and more. The Elmore and more traveling line. Elmore has been a little more quiet tonight. He was a spark last night on offense and almost a dangerous play, and it's kept out by Engelbert. The puck was trickling through the crease. An outlet pass finds Elmore. Right as I mentioned, the backhand is stuffed by Hutchinson on that pass.
Yeah, good chance for the Vipers there. Really getting that momentum going, showing some speed from the offense. Elmore's a spark plug. He's been a good addition to this team. Wrist shot deflected up into the rafters. That will be a face-off coming up. 8:26 left in the second period. Yeah, Elmore, man, yesterday he showed up. He struck a little fear in the eyes of his opponents, whether it was being physical, whether it was getting breakaways, whether it was scoring goals. And
got himself a shorty last night on the power play. And he shows up again here right as I speak it into existence. Cottrell trying to work it down and get it out of the zone. It's going to be held in by the Suns. Good check there by Bailey. And Battenberg trying to work it through neutral ice and finds Cottrell again. Hutchinson backhands it around the boards and it's cut off by Battenberg. Quickly given away. Suns countering. Offsides. I thought it was offsides, but they're not going to call it. Wide shot right, works its way on the boards and into Suns territory.
And Cottrell there just, he's not the biggest guy. He does have the nicest mustache, but he makes his presence felt. He just put someone into the boards right below us, and he's letting people know that if you're coming into my area, I'm going to put my hip into you, and you're going to feel it.
He's battling again down below and works it over to Bailey. Bailey, an outlet pass off the boards, misses Mitch Bailey, and it's going to be icing.
7:18. 1-4 is your score. KSMT The Mountain, happy to be bringing you the Vipers game here from the Steve.
Shout out to Vail Summit Orthopedics, sponsor of the Vipers. And if you aren't listening on the radio or you'd rather have some video, you can catch us on the YouTube live stream. Just put in Breckenridge Vipers and you will find the live stream. Out to the point by the Suns, slap shot. Finds its way through traffic and into the gut of Engelbert. There's a little chippiness going on down there. Cottrell, once again, filling kind of the shoes of Autenrieth. Is the guy who's going to get scrappy and he's going to make some noise and maybe earn himself a couple penalty minutes. But
he might be 6 inches shorter than everyone that's next to him, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight.
He's got leverage. When you're that low on the ice, you can get underneath some pads.
Suns with possession, dumped to the corner, out to the top of the neutral zone. Left circle, wrist shot, off the blocker pad. I mean, they've put 4 goals in, but that doesn't do any justice for what the keeper's done tonight. He's had so many good looks come his way, and he has shut down nearly everything.
Face off down in the Vipers zone. Worked up to the point. Slap shot looking for a stick and it misses. Failed to clear the zone there. Cruzy fanning on one. Vipers still fighting behind Engelbert, trying to get rid of it. Suns hold. Backhand pass and a fantastic look, a good pass by the Suns there. It finds a guy skating right down between the circles.
Yeah, that was a shot that they bury 100% of the time if this was the same game from yesterday. Engelbert's doing everything he can. I mean, they had 3 different opportunities right there. Just never a chance. Engelbert in the right place at the right time. Vipers looking to dump it, get some fresh legs in.
Noble still on the forecheck. One is moved up, a 2-on-2 look here for the Suns. It hits the stick of Wilson. Noble clearing the zone and goes an interception. Elmore out there going to hit.
Schwab's going to chase it back to the corner behind his own goal. Dump it to Wilson.
Wilson trying to find head of steam.
Let's see these wheels, man. He's so fun to watch skate. Oh, come on.
Maybe Trevelin was in earlier. Also could have been more, but I think it was Trevelin.
It is a treat to watch Wilson skate in open space. He doesn't even have to be in open space. Watching him skate, he is so smooth and so fast. Oh, that's such a shame because he was going to get a look at maybe a near post.
Yeah, I was really curious to see how this Trevelin-Elmore line would play. They're seemingly finding a groove later in the game. Elmore works it down below and it hits a skate, stays down there, and it's worked out to the point. Schwab cuts it off. Schwab with a slap shot, and it finds its way just past the keeper. Good look from Schwab. Schwab trying to carry it back in, gets canceled out, and the Suns are on the move. Suns skated down deep.
Cody Wilson playing some good defense there, just bodying his guy out. Wilson with the puck behind the net.
Elmore looking for the outlet pass and he catches it. Skates it in, dumps it to Moore. Moore across to Wilson. Wilson gets picked off.
Off the skate of one of the Suns players that was fortunate for the Vipers. That's going to hit the netting, actually one of the banners up in the ceiling. So that will be a face-off coming up here with 4:23 left in the second period. Vipers still chasing a 3-goal deficit. They have been outshot 38-13. So not a whole lot of offensive opportunities for the Vipers, but it has been a pretty good back and forth so far.
I like the way they're playing the past couple of minutes. They seem to be skating with a little more juice. Bailey working it in that top line. Tries to take a look and off the pad of Hutchinson, worked around by Mitch. That was Garrett. Keep mixing up these Baileys. Drop pass doesn't land for the Suns and it's just dumped in below. They do a really good job of just getting down underneath the goalie, past that goal line, and then just taking their time setting it up. And a lot of Vipers standing around, nobody really trying to press an issue. They just wait for things to come to them, and they do.
And they've got numbers.
Work it out.
Let's see if they can do something here. Wrist shot off the face of the keeper. Rebound is blocked. Vipers do stay with the possession, but that is going to be knocked away, and the Suns take it. Well, that's right back to Bailey.
Attenberg getting a good opportunity to clean one up. In the right place at the right time, and the Suns trying to work it in. They do. They try and get down below, but that's a good job of Kipper Crider not letting them work it down deep. Cottrell works it out into neutral ice, and the Suns take it over.
So just under 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. Suns with possession, moving into Vipers territory.
That was a slashing Justin Taylor, almost finding a backhand look that would have been pretty open. Justin Taylor skating around the perimeter. And that goes off the skate, a shot from the top of the dot. And there's a counter by Ivory, and he's skating fast once again. He takes a pretty good look off the mask Hutchinson. It goes down into the corner. 2 minutes left in the frame.
Vipers push it out, but that goes to the Suns. They will clear the zone here and get their offense set up.
Good pass, and the Suns work it in, a 2-on-2, and really fancy stick work. 2 cross-ice passes, land, and a backhand beats Engelbert on that stick side at 5-1 Suns.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough one to even be mad about. That was some great passing. That was a great finish. Engelbert did everything he could. He's put on a hell of a performance tonight, but just too many chances. When the other team is out shooting you by almost 3-1, it's going to be tough to stay in the game.
Offside's called on the Vipers, and like you said, you know, they're just spending a lot of time in the Vipers zone. When the Vipers do enter their offensive zone, they get down there and they get a look, but they're not getting a second and a third look, and they're not skating the perimeter, and they're not moving it around and holding zone. It's been down here in front of Engelbert where most of the skating's being done. Trevlin taking a check, trying to work it out of the zone, and it doesn't get cleared, and that is a dirty goal, a whiff by Wilson. I think the puck bounced over his stick as he tries to clear, and a Sun comes in there and just cleans it right up. That's really fast.
Just sloppy. That's unfortunate. A little bit of lazy defense there.
Guys skating right in front of that crease coming in, and yeah, puck gets on its end and starts bouncing around, and Wilson's stick goes underneath it. Entry is denied by the Suns.
We get down to 90 seconds left here in the second period. What was a 2-goal deficit dropped to a 5-goal deficit. One-timer. Cody Wilson from deep on the right circle, but that is swatted away.
Battenberg throws it in the blender and hoping to hit something, and it doesn't find anything. Battenberg picks it back up. Suns playing past in their own zone. They just do a great job of when they do get down there, putting it back and forth to each other and just canceling out any Vipers chances there are. Wilson, stretch pass, hits Ivory, and he gets in before the puck. That was a really good look off the boards.
You could hear him yelling, probably from your living room if you're tuning into this. He was wide open. It just took maybe, a half a second too long to get that pass off?
Yeah, he must have not held that skate on the blue line long enough, and he enters before that very pretty pass. He'll take the face-off, Ivory. And really nice to see this addition of Ivory tonight. He's really shown that he can hang on this level and compete.
And there's some intensity. You know, you could hear him calling for that pass. There's not a lot of guys that have that desire of saying, get me involved in this play. And he was shouting, echoing through the whole arena that he wanted to be part of this.
Pass up to Noble, neutralize. And Suns immediately into the zone after the missed pass.
Just under 15 seconds.
Suns out to the blue line.
Dump it in the corner with 5. Looks like this may just run out here. So 6-1 is your score going into the third period. 41-17 for shots on goal.
And that is a period sponsored by the Ramada by Wyndham. And we are here on KSMT, the radio. Tune in live on the stream. You can catch us also on the YouTube broadcast live if you want some video with your hockey.
And come to Breckenridge, if you're on French Street, just pop into Agewell Skincare. They'll take care of you. You'll be looking better than ever. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period action. 6-1 is the score. Vipers about to mount an epic comeback.
I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person. And
hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us, hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It was really the truth. I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person. And
hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us, hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It was really the truth. I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person. And
hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us, hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It was really the truth. I didn't realize.
You know, sometimes this life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up. Keep going. I'd have been knocked down 1,000 times, yeah, I traveled around 1,000 miles, feeling so tired, but you know I can't stop now. Came way too far, won't throw in the towel. It ain't looking real good, but I won't give up. Pac said that I gotta keep my head up, so I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm standing right here. Demons all around, but I ain't got no fear. You can kick me around, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going around. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roofs are deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fire now, but I won't be burned. I was waiting for this, and now it's my turn. Sweat on my face, blood in my eyes. Been underground, now I aim for the sky. Don't quit now, you can last longer. All these wounds only making you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. Go and give it your all until the end, until the end of time. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Until the end of time. Until the end of time. but we overcome. Enemies in our face, but we ain't gon' run. Never drift off course, always stay on mission. Won't slow us down, cause we way too driven. Yet we put in these 10,000 hours. You won't stop us, cause we got the power. Whole world is watching, and I hope they ready. From here on out, we are legendary. You can kick me right, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going in rounds. Yeah, the winds move low, but these roots too deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never gonna stop, this is all I know. My eyes on the prize, until I die. I'm gonna rise, level up to the skies. Yeah, we here now, we were chosen. All the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time.
Here at the Steve, Vipers trailing 1-6 against the Sun Valley Suns. KSMT The Mountain bringing you live action thanks to our sponsors, the Ramada Inn by Wyndham and Frisco.
And we're about to have the buck drop. Max Tardy out there, and Matt Bird taking the face off. It's won by the Vipers and controlled. Agewell Skincare is bringing you this third period of action. Over there on Friend Street, if you need your facials or any kind of skincare you need, go visit Agewell Skincare. Mine's working it in, and slap shot.
Big slap
trickles
shot.
in.
Off the glove. Just enough to get it through that. Bounces up, deflects backwards, and rolls into the net. So the Vipers in desperate need of some offense. Vipers in
getting beat over there. He's really disappointed to watch that one fall out of his glove, over his head, and into the net. We see that often from Mr. Mines. He likes to drive into the zone and take a quick slap shot when he gets in through the blue line. And that one lands, as one did last week against Denver.
Well, Mines has got that frame. He's got long arms. You know once he winds up, he's going to hit something hard. Pass is knocked off by Trevelyan. Trevelyan across center ice. Taking his time, letting the offense get numbers. Dump pass is intercepted by the Suns. They cross center ice. They move across the neutral line. Being patient with it. Suns looking, patient. Another pass. Up to the middle, one-timer, and that is in the back of the net. And that is what we've seen this whole weekend, is they do not have a problem being patient with this offense. They can wait and make that extra pass and the extra pass and then finally take the shot. And just like that, the Vipers get a goal and the Suns answer right back immediately.
Suns quickly erasing one. They control the face-off. Work it down into the zone. Suns working the perimeter, cross ice to the point. Crossing pass, catches a stick, and they're going to have to tag up. Ivory on the forecheck. And they work it in. Suns.
Good save there by Engelbert. One-timer on the crossing pass, but Engelbert shutting down the angle.
Suns work it around, put it up top against the boards, and skating in with a good move. Take their time, find a man in the center of the ice. Vipers are there to defend. It goes down into the corner. Backhand finds its way into the crease and nearly to a Suns stick. And they're back out to the point, skating the blue line. Shot goes in, no deflection. Off the boards, they recontrol it. And they're just playing around the perimeter, getting opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, Vipers defense not really closing in on much here. They finally get possession, try to dump it out, but that's immediately taken over by the Suns. They clear the zone, they're right back in it. Wrist shot from the left side misses wide. Puck behind the net gets dumped out to the point. Wrist shot pushed away by Engelbert.
Vipers having another opportunity canceled to clear, and it's worked back down underneath. The stick is loose. The Suns player has to chase it down, and the Vipers trying to clear and once again can't. There's Ivory on the run. He's got a dump, and Vipers have to get a change.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of that juice that Ivory has. He was a little upset that he had to dump that and come off from his shift because he was ready to try to turn that into a breakaway. That's the kind of guy that these guys need out here.
Looks like Gallo's chasing, and Gallo works it in behind Engelbert, dumps it off to Mines. Mines works it up, finds more.
Mines just not even paying attention to the puck, just looking for a hit there. Wrist shot is high and right, deflected. Keeper knocks it back to the back wall. Vipers getting physical, trying to clear something up.
Willett upset, maybe taking a low shot there underneath the belt, and Curry is off to the races. He holds up, tries to find a pass, but it's cut off by Wilson. Good defense by Wilson.
And this is the most fun you'll see. Cody Wilson moving full speed. He clears about 100 feet of ice there with the puck, rips a slap shot, unfortunately directly into the center mass of the keeper. But Cody Wilson, man, he is fun to watch skate when he's got space, and you can just see him use those long strides. He is fluid, he is fast.
Top line out, Bailey, and Battenberg. It's worked around. Wilson trying to hold it in at the point, and he can't. Bailey has to chase. Schwab does as well. Schwab controls. Schwab gets beat down low and a really good look, misses. Engelbert didn't know where it was. Vipers counter is cut off and neutralized. Schwab's clearing.
Gets knocked up in the air, kind of no one knows what to do with it. Suns trying to keep possession. No one's still in possession. Suns pass it, get a good look, and somehow squeeze it. That may have been, I don't know if that was a true 5-hole, but that may have just gone under one of the legs of Engelbert. That was a tough place to be. No one was in control of that. It was just such a weird place to be with the puck spinning and bouncing like that.
They're gonna give Engelbert a break. We're gonna see the backup tendy come on for the Vipers. That was DJ Robinson receiving an assist from Max Tardy. Papich will be...
And Papich had a good game last night. He came in the third period and had a pretty respectable effort, but the Vipers really need to get the offense going if they're going to make this at least interesting here in the last 15 minutes.
It doesn't really matter what kind of game you're having if you're stopping a lot of pucks. Once 8 goes in, if you're down 6, you just want to get them out of there and get some work to your backup goaltender. 8-2 the score, 14:40 left in the third frame. There'll be a face-off down in front of Papich on his left side, his glove side. It's controlled by the Suns. The Suns skating it around the boards. Working it with ease, and it does trickle out of the zone.
Trevelyan trying to outrace his man, getting physical.
Elmore going around deep, trying to work the perimeter. He comes back to the middle, waiting for a man find. Looking for more. Trevelyan trying to hold it in off his stick, and they're going to have to backpedal.
That will clear the zone. Crider with the puck. Passes off the boards to Trevelyan. Trevelyan taking his time back to, well, that's intercepted by the Suns. And right back to the Vipers. And a lazy pass to no one is missed, but still picked up by the Suns.
Ivory coming out on the forecheck. This fourth line, or he's joining, it looks like, Noble. Suns collecting themselves and moving through the zone.
Nice little poke check there. Deflected shot, or maybe pass, but
they let Papich get away with a late giveaway.
I was going to say Papich had that glove pretty well and then eventually tossed it. Vipers with possession, trying to move it up.
Surprised there was no whistle on that. He had it in his mitt for a while and decided to finally give it up. Mines.
Tommy Mines.
Picks one off, works it in as his man tags up.
Tries to beat the last defender, can't quite get there.
Big trap.
Lays the man out into the boards.
Mines gets off for a change in the Suns.
You come to the Mines, you get the shaft. Put you in the wall.
Tripped up skaters, and Curry goes down, and one goes high, nearly finds the top corner of Papich. Cody Wilson taking his time, recollecting, and he's going to try and skate it through the zone, looking for a little help from Noble.
Yeah, the Vipers just struggling to get good looks on offense tonight. There hasn't been a whole lot of quality shots they've had, and there's an easy one right through the legs of Papich.
And I don't know how easy that was. He skated through about 2 or 3 defenders there. He catches one to the lip and buries one with a good move on Papich. 9-2 is the Suns' lead over the Vipers. 47 shots on goal to 19. And it's starting to look kind of like last night. At the beginning of the game, the Vipers seem to be skating and holding up, and it's just the lead is lengthened until we get to a similar point as we were last night.
So Moore taking the face-off with Trevelyan and Elmore out there. That will stay with the Suns. A little bit of fighting along the wall. It gets dumped back behind the goal. Suns drop it back behind the circle. Back to the corner.
Suns hold it at the blue line to send one in, hits a few sticks and trickles into the corner. And the Suns continue to have long possessions there, and a backhand nearly lands, but it's covered up by Papich with the pad. They send it in from the point. Long offensive possession here for the Suns with even strength. Skaters, Vipers still trying to clear, and they can't.
Vipers may have dodged a bullet there. There was a pretty good opportunity for the Suns to find a crosser, but no pass landed.
There's a whistle stopping play. Let's see what the call is. Face off in front of Hutchinson. Suns control and get it out of the zone. They dump it in, that's gonna be icing. Doesn't find any stick. Not sure what the plan was there, but clear icing. Miscommunication by the Suns.
Just over 11 minutes left in the game here. Vipers trailing by 7. 19-47 is your shots on goal. A pretty significant deficit. It was a pretty bad deficit last night. There's a shot on goal, but that is swallowed up by the keeper of the Suns.
Face off immediately won by Battenberg, and it finds Mitch Bailey's stick. Mitch throws one in, and it is squared up. Hutchinson, another face off, nearly won, and it trickles out to the point, kept in. And Battenberg with a wraparound shot. Misses wide left, and it clears the zone. Vipers are going to have to tag up.
Yep. Vipers trying to reset the offense. That puck's stolen. A one-time look is missed very fortunately. That was a good opportunity for the Suns. Vipers trying to get some numbers here.
Cottrell got picked off, and Suns went back the other direction with a good opportunity when Battenberg re-enters the zone.
And Max Tardy, let's watch this kid, man. He has been fun to watch. He is a player. He skates very smooth. That's not his best effort, but maybe he's going to make up for it.
Yeah, that puck took a weird bounce off the boards behind Hutchinson. Curry will collect and take his time setting up an entry into the zone, and it's immediately
lazy pass
picked
straight
off
to the Vipers, but they're going to dump that, get a couple of fresh legs in here as the offensive line is going to
works it
reset.
out of the zone.
Suns with the puck, taking their time. 7-goal lead here with just under 10 minutes left. They're happy to just let this clock tick down.
Setting up a play to enter into the zone through neutral ice, and there is a wide open Tardy. Takes a slap shot and dumps it down underneath. Noble clearing, doesn't clear. Here's Ivory taking it out
Trying to get ahead of steam. Looks to Noble in stride, but hits him off the skate, and he can't quite handle it. Tardy catches the pass, but not able to get a shot off in time. Suns still in possession. A little fancy stick work there, trying to get an in-between the legs shot off, but that'll miss wide left. Drop it back to the point. Long wrist shot off the ankle of Noble.
Suns continue to hold it in their zone. So many chances to clear the zone for the Vipers that just really don't squeak past the point. Suns do a great job of holding those points, and those bouncing pucks are always kept in for extra opportunity, extra zone time, and shot goes wide left and trickles around the boards, and there's going to be a change for the Vipers. The Suns will take an opportunity to get fresh legs as well as they work it right back into the zone.
And we've got Elmore on the ice. You know he's playing with some fire in him. Let's see if he either scores a goal or starts a fight. something exciting is going to happen whenever he's out there.
Suns have to tag up. Play catch back in their zone. Outlet pass, finds a skate, and they work it in. Good move between the legs of Schwab, and it's down below Papich.
One-time look off the skate of a Vipers defender.
Trevlin makes him pay for coming down the middle of the dot, something we haven't seen the last couple weeks. Lays a guy out for skating right down the middle.
Elmore in the corner tries to dump it out to the center, but no one's there for the Vipers. Bouncing puck skips away. Vipers in control. Cody Wilson with space.
Wilson gonna skate it in. Gets it down below. Looking for a guy back out top, and he finds a saucer pass. It hits Moore, and it's out of the zone, and there's a one-on-one look.
Wide left with the wrist shot. Good job by Papich shutting off the angle there.
Bailey collects and sends it out. It misses a stick. There'll be icing.
6:44 remaining. Vipers chasing a 7-goal deficit. 20-48 is your shots on goal count. They've shown up with more fire than they did last night, though. This team's definitely playing. I know they're still chasing a big number. It feels like they're playing with a little more heart, a little more passion.
A couple of the new players out here for some new energy, especially Ivory. And Bailey coming in with a decent look. He finds the other Bailey, and that's gloved. Good save by Hutchinson. That was Garrett Bailey receiving one from Mitch Bailey.
And that's the guy you want. Garrett Bailey in that position. That's the guy that you trust with that shot. That was just a heck of a job by the keeper.
Vipers can't hold the zone. You're listening to Breckenridge Vipers hockey. I'm Tyler Bruce with Spencer Comfort. 9-2, the Suns lead. Vipers trying to hold it in their offensive zone. Battenberg and Mitch Bailey.
Vipers with a steal, a look. Wrist shot is high and wide right. They dump it to the corner behind the goal. Suns take possession of the puck. Big hit. Huge hit. Yeah, Mitch Bailey might be starting to fight behind the goal. Oh, this is getting physical. They're going to back off the fighting, and there might be there's a breakaway here. Derek Grimes.
And the rebound finds its way in. Cottrell can't hold the line, and two Suns players go down. One gets a shot off a pad of Papich, and the other puts it right in on the stick side, low and stick side. 10-2, the new tally. 50 shots on goal for the Suns. Face-off coming out to the middle. Tardy and Bernstein. Ivory still skating hard, still forechecking. Vipers play pass in their own zone, trying to look through a way through neutral ice. Mines collects, crosses mid-ice and dumps it in. Takes a weird bounce off the boards, which fools Hutchinson, but Suns still able to collect and clear. Bernstein goes back to Gallo. Gallo works it up, finds Hutchinson's stick behind the net, almost picked off by Ivory. Ivory skating hard.
Suns taking their time, setting up the offense. Vipers retreating.
Puck mishandled, and the Suns are going to have to take a little more time to try and exit. Stick on the ground. Noble not happy about it. And as frustrated as the Vipers are, the Suns don't seem rattled at all. They don't seem interested in getting in any fights. They're just going to keep skating it around, playing keep away.
Yeah, at this point, holding an 8-goal lead with 4 minutes left, they're pretty happy to just take their time and try to head home healthy.
Schwab hitting Bernstein, and Bernstein gets ejected off the puck, and it falls out of the zone. Bernstein back to Schwab, over to Wilson. Wilson has to retreat.
Wilson getting some speed here. What we always love to see. He gets hip checked on the wall a little bit there. Vipers still maintain the puck.
Cruzy fires one in deep. He'll get off for a change. And a 1-on-5 opportunity for the Suns. Canceled out quickly by Crider.
Suns maintain the puck at center ice, move it back into their own zone. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the game. 8-goal deficit for the Vipers, and not a whole lot of opportunities on the evening, so the Suns just taking their time. Dump pass clears the zone, but they will happily just waste the clock.
It's going to be a long week. We got a delayed penalty here as the Suns play keep away, and the goalie doesn't seem to realize he's coming off now. It hasn't been touched up, and that does by Cottrell. Vipers are going to spend the last couple minutes of the game defending a power play. KSMT radio here. If you'd like live stream, you can check out YouTube and put in Breckenridge Vipers live streaming the game. You can hear both Spencer Comfort and Tyler Bruce. And it looks like that's Willett. Spent a couple minutes last night in the box, so we'll spend a couple more tonight.
So we're down to about 2.5 minutes left. 8-goal deficit. Vipers letting the Suns just kind of skate around the outside. They dump it down to the corner, back out to the point, top of the circle. Down in the corner.
And it gets cleared, and they're going to have to tag up the Suns as they try and find some space to re-enter. 2 minutes left in the game, 1:15 on the power play. Suns playing keep away, working around the perimeter down below. Send it back out to the boards. Cross ice to the point. Shot goes into some bodies, and the Vipers clear.
Yeah, low wrist shot straight into straight into Bailey's skate. Elmore behind the goal looks for a pass. That was the other Bailey. Trying to put something on the board before this clock runs out. Vipers just looking for something.
And it's going to be a long week. Coach Batts disappointed with last night's game, trying to interject some fire into his team, and it doesn't really, turn out to be the fire they needed. It's going to be a long week before the McCall Mountaineers come here for 2 home games next week. Friday and Saturday night here in Breckenridge. You can come see 2 more home games. The Mountaineers are visiting.
Come to the Steve, have a glass of Viper juice, Viper Venom. Have a good time. The team needs us, guys. When this place is rowdy, the players feel it. Just at about 35 seconds left in the game, Vipers with possession. One shot off the left leg of the keeper. Vipers get it back. Shot blocked. Hats off to that keeper for the Suns tonight. He's 24 shots on goal, only 2 of them past him. He's done a good job.
Yeah, Cooper did a good job last night, only giving up a pair, and Hutchinson steps in and pretty much delivers the same performance. And the clock will tick out. One more shot on goal for Curry. It goes wide and out, and there goes the buzzer. We'd like to thank our sponsors one more time, Ramada by Wyndham in Frisco, modest rooms in a down-to-earth hotel featuring a barbecue area and 2 outdoor hot tubs, the Ramada by Wyndham Frisco.
And Age Well Skincare. Come visit them in Breck. They're on French Street. They'll take care of you. KSMT The Mountain, we appreciate anyone and everyone involved. You make this happen. We're happy to be here. The Vipers lose a tough one, 10-2 tonight, but we'll be right back here at the Steve. We're in our own barn. Let's get a home W. We'll see you next week on Friday.